Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out today's video. It should be really good. We're working on this jacket here. Fulcom is the brand. It's pretty thick, it's pretty nice, and we're going to be doing a big design on the back. This project should have come together a year ago. It's going to a family member in Oregon, and they wanted to get this done last year as a gift. We used to talk a little back and forth, but somewhere like we just kind of lost communication. Somebody stopped replying. I don't know what happened, but he hit me up again at the end of last year, got it sent out to me, and finally I'm getting around to do it. I do already have it digitized, but I'll go in depth about what I did and how I designed it pretty much, because he sent me a couple pictures to work off of and just told me to create something. It is gonna be about 14 inches wide, so covering up the whole back of the sweater. The size on this thing is a 2X, 2XL, so pretty big. It's gonna look clean. I'll show you guys on the computer in just a minute. I do already have one practice stitch out. This is the second time that I'm recording at least the first half of the video. I ran through the first practice and it looked good, but then looking back at all the footage that I had recorded, it was pretty bad, just like in terms of like not getting my point out clearly. When I went over the digitizing, a ton of stuff that I missed, all the important things I pretty much skipped over. So I wanted to redo it and get everything just right. I will show you the first stitch out once we go over the digitizing though. If you like today's video or embroidery just in general, consider subscribing to the channel, dropping the like or the comment as well. Thank you. But anyways, these are the pictures that he sent me. The first one being the actual logo, the name of the company. I guess they install, well, glass installation, windshield, all that stuff. And he just wanted something that looks similar to this, which is pretty much what I did. Not exactly the same. I threw the letters round like that and I digitized the car the way it is there. Here is what I came up with. So it's pretty straightforward, but I think it looks really clean. Let's kind of go through it, see what I did. To begin with, I wanted to find the perfect font first. So for the top lettering, I did this one, Cheltenham Taw, if that's how you say it. And then this is a school book font and Racer font. These are all fonts that are in H.B.I, which is the software that I use. Once I had the font, I did want to get this curve effect. So to get that, again, at least on this software, you get your word. And then here on baseline, I clicked on this one here, circle CW, and it creates this type of curve. This was too much of a curve, so you go down here on your properties and you change baseline radius. I think I had it somewhere at like 7. So it takes away a little bit of that curve, or a whole lot of that curve. And until I found the perfect curve to kind of go along with the vehicle and the LLC right here. So it matches pretty nicely. And going off the business card, it wasn't the best quality image, but it didn't matter. Pretty simple. All I did was draw it out. At first, I had done satins, but since it was going to be pretty big, I went with tatami fills and satin borders. I mean, this is tiny, but this is what I did. Just drew it all out. That was not the best demonstration, but there was nothing to it. I did every shape, gave it an outline, and it came out good. I'll show you guys right now the stitch out. This practice run, I did it 12 inches. It was too small, so I think I'm gonna do 16. And then the satins here do have a split. No splits on the top part. And then this, I do want it to be a little bit bigger. Just like that. But overall, there was not much to it. I really put it off for like no reason. It is simple, but I think it's gonna look really nice on the jacket. Same color jacket, actually. I think it's the exact same jacket. And we did decide that these colors are gonna look pretty clean. At first, I was thinking of changing the black to white just so it could stand out. But if I could avoid white thread color, I will. But it's actually gonna look really clean. Like in this photo here, it's gonna match with the collar. It should be nice, and the red, it's gonna pop as well. Let's run this stitch out here, get a good idea of how we're gonna go about this. Tatamis followed by their borders. Nothing to it. And that's it. I do wanna make sure that my start and stop is at the top here. So auto start and end. And there we go. That way I know I just need to hoop to the top of the design where it's gonna land on the sweatshirt, and I know the rest of it is gonna be fine. That was about it for the digitizing, so let's get it on the USB and let's hoop the sweater. Here is the stitch out that I did the first pass. Came out really clean, nothing stuck out outside of the border, no gaps, nothing like that, just because they're all like really small shapes, so no issues there. The black is really hard to see on this dark brown color, but on the jacket it should be it should pop out way more. It's unfortunate that I cannot use the mighty hoop and I have to use the humongous one that comes with the Tajima, just because the mighty hoop is way easier to hoop than using that thing. So if anybody is in the market to get your own, use my link in the description for free shipping, TK Stitch 25 at checkout. A few of you guys have already used it, so it is very much appreciated. Thank you guys very much. You guys might see this a little lopsided, but just trying to stay out the way, get a good angle for you guys. So this is our 12-inch one. We're going to be using one sheet of this 2.5 ounce cutaway stabilizer. Get the right size on this. I think what I'll be doing is just finding the midpoint of the width, somewhere around here, because this stitching, the style of this one goes a little bit slanted. If it was straight, then I would try to hoop according to that, trying to line it up. Can't really do that, so I will match it. Had to stop there for a second. We had some people here at the house, so but we're back. All I did was mark my center point from here, and wherever the top of this tape is, that's where the design is gonna start. So it's all gonna go down this way. I already have my sheet of tearaway, and it looks like I'm not gonna have to tape it to the hoop like I did last video, so that's a good thing. I have the jacket zipped up on the other side. I think that's a little bit easier. It also has like this lining inside, kind of like a plastic, so it's making it really easy to slide in the stabilizer. Since it doesn't have that straight stitch line up here, I am just gonna go based off the sides here, picturing an imaginary line here and lining up the hoop somewhat to that, keeping the spacing even on both sides of the jacket. Let's go ahead and try this. Now this is the first time that I'm trying to hoop it. Just making sure the top of the hoop is grabbing onto the stabilizer. It is too short, so the bottom of the hoop over here, you guys can see down here, it's not really grabbing the stabilizer, but it's all gonna be up here anyways. Should be okay. Really the only tough part of today's project, I think. Let's put the hoop a little bit higher. Let's see if I even can hoop it or if I have to loosen up the screws. Gotta perform a wrestling move over here. Okay, I haven't been able to tighten it, but I just want to make sure before I do that it's gonna be straight, and I think we're good. I think I'm gonna try to get this really hooped up now. I think there's oh my God, popped off. Okay, we're good. I was about to say I did think it was a little slanted, so we were able to fix it. What I'm gonna do actually is flip this over and open this up just to make it easier to tighten the screws. Is it actually gonna be easier? Okay. So this one here. I think now that is my biggest fear, that when it's embroidering, it's gonna pop. I'm feeling good about the placement and how even it is, and I have it really tight on there, so I might just run the machine real slow so it doesn't give it some hardcore shakes and the hoop slips off, but we got it hooped. Okay, now we could hoop it. Okay, always check that there's no part of the sweater getting caught and stitched up. All right, everything's clipped up. It's only 2 colors, so it should be pretty quick to get it all set up, ready to go. Okay, the car I think is first. That's gonna be 1, and then 2 for black. Now that we have it on there and loaded up, we just gotta line everything to that little line I did. And the needle starting at the top of that tape. Now let's run a trace. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna be running it at 700 stitches per minute, and it's giving me a time up 1 hour and 16 minutes, so I'll be checking in here and there, but I'll see you guys on the other side. Had some issues again with the last videos of the jacket finishing. If you guys are still here and watching, very much appreciate it. I just got this mic a few days ago, first time actually using it for a video, and it sounded horrible. I'm editing it right now in the back, and it's not the best, but I think I got it down, or at least a little bit better. Should be sounding much, much better right now, I hope. So here it is. Everything came out great. The size is perfect, I think. Let me show you guys up a little closer. It came out really straight as well. All the satins came out smooth, no loose stitching. What do you guys think? Decent? Getting past all the negative stuff, if you guys did enjoy today's design video, again, or any of the other videos that we have, we're all about embroidery. So if you guys do like all that stuff, go ahead, drop the like and subscribe. I'm always working trying to make the videos better. Not just the videos, but the structure, the projects, everything, trying to make it more smooth. I got this mic because the other mic I had did not connect to the camera that I'm using. So I had to sync up everything when I'm editing, and that takes way longer. So thank you for sticking through this one if you did. It is 2:20 a.m. I just wanted to get this piece done. I'm gonna finish the editing tomorrow. That's it for me. Deuces.